Hey guys, so today I want to compare a few pictures that I did take with my Galaxy S4 Zoom here on the top, the white one versus my iPhone 5s with iOS 7.0.2, and I'm gonna compare the pictures a little bit. I did take 5 different pictures, so we do have, as I said there, the S4 Zoom here, which is kind of like a Galaxy S4 Mini, but with a zoom functionality. And then of course we do have the new iPhone 5s with just install the iOS 7.0.2 update, latest update of iOS, with this new dual LED flash that you can see here at the top, at the back side there, that it has an extra LED flash. So let's just fire up these two phones. And just gonna open up the picture gallery to take a few pictures. So let's see here if we can start off with the first one here, and that it was on my brand new GTA 5 game that I bought for my Xbox 360. So now, of course, the Galaxy S4 Zoom, its main power in the camera is the zoom functionality, that it is really good at zoom. And then of course you should probably take into consideration that these two phones have different displays. We have the AMOLED display there on the S4 Zoom, and then the IPS LCD LED like display on the iPhone 5. So start off here. First thing we're going to see here on both these two pictures and shots here is that it's much brighter here. Both we're using flash in all of these pictures. It's much more brighter here and more accurate color probably on the S4 Zoom. Here you can see that it's white all the way down here to the corners, versus here it's probably a little bit more darker in the corners on the iPhone 5s. Almost looks like a gray color instead of white bluish color here that it's doing on the S4 Zoom. If we zoom in here a little bit, sort of here with this like almost Audi car or something in the corner, you can see that the colors overall is way more vibrant here on the S4 Zoom. If you can start off here, go up here to the dog, so much more vibrant, so much more colorful, so much more interesting to look at if you do ask me. Start off here, go up here a little bit, you can see both the girl and the Trevor. Is he being called Trevor? Yeah, some name like that. You can not even see. This is interesting. You can't see the green color there on the iPhone 5s. No, you can't. And I just confirmed that this is the iPhone 5s. You can see the button down there, fingerprint. Yeah, pretty awesome. If we move up here a little bit and have a look. See here, if you zoom in here on the Xbox 360 logo, of course we can zoom in more on the Galaxy S4 Zoom because it has like a 60 megapixel camera versus only the 80 megapixel shooter that you get on the 5s. So you can see I can't zoom in more here, where over here I can zoom in so much more. So clearly the winner on this first picture is the S4 Zoom. I mean. I did take another picture here. Oh, not a cookie. I did take another picture here of 3 different phones on my table. Also pretty funny what you notice here on the iPhone 5s. It doesn't even fill up the whole display pictures, so it's like dark in the corners. A little bit annoying. So I did take this other shot here on my 5C, my Galaxy Note 3, and Galaxy S4 on the table, and you can see that they have different distances, and clearly one more time here you can see super dark here in the corners on the 5s. Remember though that this is a phone that isn't mainly focusing on the camera. When we zoom in here, also you see a major difference when the flash is being turned on in how probably better just overall also the display looks when you're taking this picture. I gotta say though that it looks a little bit whitish here, or a little bit like blue tint here on the S4 Zoom. I did use the default settings like the auto settings just to make this more accurate. Let's go up here though. You can see so big difference here between these two devices. Here is very dark already. I can't zoom in anymore. Here I can zoom in, I can read the text. Actually, I can read the text. Here I can almost not read it, versus here I can just have a quick little glance here of what is going on. And then we do have the last one up here in the corner. and you can see there that there's also just a major difference in quality here. And then I did take another picture here of a few different games, and I did line them up here. So we do have FIFA first down here, which was the closest one, and one more time, see way more details here probably. You can almost also like you zoom in there on his face. But when you zoom in a lot on the S4 zoom, you also do get a lot of like grainy pictures. Here you can't zoom in more, so you probably can't even see that. And then we do have NHL 14 here. You can see here it's already starting to get a little bit darkish and everything. And when we move up here, it's gonna go super dark here on the 5S. And I can't zoom in anymore here. Here at the top I do have Halo, and that one is also pretty hard here to see on the 5S and the let's see here on the 5S and the S4 zoom. So let's just go back. And then I take a quick little picture here on my Xbox 360 controller. And you can see it's kind of dark on both, of course. You can also see here on the table, pretty interesting that you can see more of like reflection in the table here, which looks a little bit more awesome. You can see my big 50-inch like smart TV here, a reflection of that. You can see reflections in the table here on the S4 zoom with that camera. Here you kind of can't see anything of that, which is a little bit boring if you have a cool table. Then we had to have this other picture here. We actually did zoom in a little bit here. This wasn't a big focus on the zoom feature, but definitely I could do more of that in the future if people are interested. But you can see here, when we zoom in here, I did zoom, I was maybe like 30 centimeters away from the controller, and then I did zoom in on both devices. And you can definitely see first a brighter picture, but also more details here on the different buttons. And it's always fun to be able to zoom in so much on the S4 zoom. You can definitely see here, pretty interesting, that the button here looks very different on both devices. They have a very different tone, which I find a little bit fun. You can see the details here. You can see like the edges here. Here it's very grainy and a little bit boring to have a look at. So just quickly look here on the S4 zoom and the Galaxy S4 zoom's camera and the quality of pictures in the auto mode. Yeah, peace out.